Hey guys, Paloma here and welcome to the Bates House. Today I am coming at you guys with a thrift store haul. I am super excited to show you all of the fun things that I have found recently. There are so many items in this haul, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. You probably don't know that I am a lover of all things vintage. I collect a lot for myself, and I have a vintage eBay store where I resell a lot of the items that I find. Also, since vintage is my passion, I love to chat about all of the cool things that I am able to come across, and these videos are not short. So that is fair warning. If you are not into long chatty videos where we can chit chat and enjoy these things, then this isn't the one for you. I'll see you in something else. But for the rest of you that love all of the things that have to do with days gone by, then go ahead and stick around and we will see what I got. It is a collective of Goodwill, Pennywise, whatever, whenever. It's just a bunch of stuff that I have held on to, and I decided to go ahead and do a haul since I haven't done one in quite some time. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with some larger items so I can get them on their way and off to the side and then bring in the smaller items. So the first one is actually a personal item. I love vintage spice of life. I have my own set. I love to pull them out whenever it's a special occasion. I do use all of the things that I collect because I feel like they've already lived lives of being collected and not used. So now I wanted to use them and enjoy them. So whether it's something that was for everyday use or something that was for special occasion use, I use it all the time. The first item that I found, I actually paid up for. Now, this is not the specific Spice of Life Corningware product pattern, but it's the same one. And if you know about this pattern, it was, I guess, replicated by several brands. Either way, I wasn't gonna let it go because it is super clean. It does need like a washing, but it is so clean. And it is the Poke Along Crockery Cook Pot. It says H&H Appliances, and I did pick it up to put it with my Corningware collection. It does work, so I will be actually using this like I use my other crock pot. This one was $15. It's the most I've ever paid for a crock pot, but it was so clean that I knew if I left it there for a special sale type day, it was not gonna be there. So I did pick it up. It has the brown glaze pot, brown handles, white, and I love this lettering here in the front and the design on the side. I love that it's a wide band with the design so you could see it from a good distance. So all of that together made it worth the $15 to me, and it came with its lid. So I picked that up. Another fairly large item that I got was this one. This one was $5. It is a Raggedy Ann and Andy vintage box purse. It has crazing and the glaze, whatever it was that they put on to seal it. It is so pretty. It's got the dolls all over the place in a rocking chair, on the floor. It has them on or by a toy box. You can see the old lamp right there. Very pretty. It's kind of hard to tell the designs because it's already been faded. There's a baby in a carriage here with a dollhouse. Very cute. A vintage sewing machine. Has its handle, has the hardware, and it is very pretty on the inside. Looks like that. And box purses sell very well. This is actually the second one that I have found recently. The other one was a really pretty floral design in the center, more like a, typical box purse. But this one, I love the imagery on it. I'm not quite sure how much I want to price it at, but I'm thinking for sure about 40 to 45. It's so nice, especially because it's so clean and sturdy. So I picked that up. Next, this set I thought was gorgeous, and I couldn't just leave it there because there were so many pieces. They're made in the USA. They are vintage. They are just so pretty. And what caught me was the shade of green, the condition that they're in, the types of product that there is. It's not like your basic cup, saucer, side plate and stuff like that. There is that, but there's other pieces too. And they're all priced in like different groups. So the first group of items were 4 dinner plates and 4 side plates. Beautiful pieces. It was $6 for 8 pieces, and I'm gonna separate them so you can actually see the pattern. On the bottom, it says, it has like an MP, and it says USA Home Set. So they are made in the US. And look at this gorgeous floral pattern, guys, with that green and gold trim, milk glass. How pretty is that? Oh my goodness. And they are in fantastic condition. There's 4 of the smaller plates, and there's 4 of the larger plates, and you can see again, beautiful, beautiful condition. Look at that. I loved it. And 8 pieces for $6. I was like, come on, that's less than $1 a piece. I definitely had to pick it up because it's made in the US. The condition is great. The print is all there. Like, why not? The next item is this large serving bowl. This one was $4.99 by itself, but it's beautiful. It's nice and deep and wide. This is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I couldn't leave them. They are just too pretty. So I picked that one up. And then along with it, they had these 2. These were 2 for $2, and these are just too cute. I couldn't leave them there and not pair them with the set. And these, you could actually tell, were used quite a bit, but you can clean that off, no problem. Or I can clean it off, no problem. And then it came with the soup spoons. And these were $5 for 2, 4, 6 spoons. I was tempted to keep these actually and use them for baking recipes and stuff like that. So pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Next were the serving sets. So I'm going to cut these open so I can show them to you. Okay, so I got 2 of these. There's one that I'm not going to cut open, and it's $5.99 for the 2 pieces. It is the oval platter. Again, look at that condition. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And then you have the dish. Very nice. And they're not small. They're really nice sizes. You can actually serve dinner with just the few pieces that I got and enjoy a nice spread out in your, or outdoors in the spring. Imagine like a spring lunch or picnic style dinner. Oh my gosh. I am so tempted to keep all of these because they are just beautiful. And the condition that they're in, you know they will last you. So this is a gorgeous set that I am really going back and forth on because I don't know if I should just keep it, which I'm leaning more towards that, at least to use it once or twice in the spring next year, and then be able to let them go as I usually do, and then put them into the eBay store. After we've loved them and I've enjoyed them and all of that, we can pass them on. So next is this one. This one was $6, and I love this colored glass. I love vintage green glass and I love vintage amber glass. Everything that I keep is typically along those color lines if it's a clear glass, of course, with the exception of clear jars and stuff like that for, you know, food storage. But this, OM gosh, guys, look at this fantastic green glass. It's a pressed glass. What is this most likely, like Indiana glass or something? But it's beautiful. It is huge. This is fantastic. You could put your deviled eggs there and then serve it with whatever you're gonna serve it with, or you could just fill it all up with deviled eggs if you're like us. We love deviled eggs. Or you could put deviled eggs and then egg sandwiches. This is so pretty. So, so pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous, thick piece. Oh, fantastic. So nice. I'm so excited to have this one. This one is definitely a personal piece. Okay, so next is not a thrifted find, but it was actually a gift from a friend. Her mother makes these. She gave me this one and it is gorgeous. It is this gorgeous olive green doily runner. So pretty. OMG. I had it sitting on my baking island for a while because if you don't know, I share everything that I do on Instagram. It's hashtag Bates House DIY or Bates House Workshop, where I show you guys all of the different projects that I am doing to put into my home, including converting gun cabinets into baking pantries and free finds being put into this space and all kinds of stuff. And I have a large cutting board that was a piece of a countertop that I use on my baking island to have a flat, smooth surface to work on whenever I'm kneading dough, bread, pasta dough, all that stuff. And I had this sitting on there for a few days and it just looks so pretty. So that's just where it's gonna be for like the next month or so. Once I clear all this stuff out, it's just gonna be sitting there so I can walk by it and just enjoy it because it's so nice. So there's that. Okay, next is a super quick flip item. It is a vintage Tupperware shopping list. Very cute gingerbread little peeps on there. It was only $1 and I think they can go for a couple bucks. So I'm gonna put that in the eBay store and it's brand new, sealed in the package. Next, I got this one for the kitchen. It says, when two fond hearts as one unite, the yoke is easy and the burden is light. I thought that was perfect for the baking area. This one was $3, but I thought it was worth it because it was personal. It's a very cute little quote on there, and it is Staffordshire. I don't know why I couldn't say that. It is Staffordshire, and it was $3, a little wall decor plate. So I'm gonna be putting that probably right there in that little gap where I had a plant and that Pyrex dish. So I'm probably gonna put it right there. All right, next, I found this plate and I wasn't really sure about what I was going to price it as, but if you look really close, there's Mickey and Minnie in here. It looks like there's some kind of gator, a bunch of little Disney symbols because this is a vintage Disney plate. And it is designed by Theodora. And it looks like it could probably go for about 10 bucks. And I paid a quarter or 50 cents, for this plate. And this one was from Pennywise. Here's what the back looks like. And just for a few cents, I mean, somebody will love that. It might complete somebody's set. So there's that. Next, I saw several of these. It is the Kensington Ironstone Balmoral 1801. Beautiful ironstone dishes with this blue floral pattern. They are saucers. How pretty is that? But if you're like me, you would take, because it's a nice little inset there, you would take a little condiment dish, set it in there, and then put some sliced apples around here just to make your children suffer through having to accommodate your vintage vibe needs, right? Because like that would be so cute. Little saucer right there, and then apple slices, and then they could dip it in some caramel. And as long as they get to eat it, they don't care what you serve it on. And look how pretty that is. OMG. And it was, I felt like I went cross-eyed trying to look at it. Anyway, they were 50 cents a piece, and I did find several. So there are 2, 4, 6 right here. How cool is that? So $3 for some gorgeous dishes, and they are all in great condition. Not one has a flaw on it. Perfect. This is a freebie item. I have more freebie items because in Pennywise, for every $5 you spend, you get a free item off of the table. It can be a variety of things from junk to really nice pieces. They had some clear glass stemware, but I didn't want it because I don't really use clear glass stemware. If I keep any stemware for myself, I like to keep unique pieces. I like the Cape Cod deep red vintage Avon goblets. Which unfortunately I had one big one and it shattered and broke. It was so devastating. And oh, it was so sad. And then I have Calvin Klein stemware that you can't even find. Like I've searched high and low everywhere and I cannot find anything similar to the Calvin Klein stemware that I have. Anyway, I like to keep unique pieces. And I saw this girl, because recently I just put a corner hutch in my breakfast area. Again, on Instagram, I put a corner hutch in my breakfast area where I'm gonna be storing some wine glasses that I actually like to collect and use and play with. So I saw her and I thought she would fit fantastic in there as decor, but it says party like a rock star. I don't like that. I just like her. So I'm gonna take some acetone or a blade and just take all that off and then just leave her, and she'll match the stuff that I have going on in there already. I have some black glass goblets. I have some super patinaed silver teapots and other glasses. And so yeah, I think she's really cool for free. She's not vintage, she's very modern. Santa Barbara Design Studios. I know they make a lot of wine related products like decorative corks and stuff like that, but I just wanted the glass because it was free and she looked cool. So she's gonna go in there as decor. Next Goodwill find, it is the Le Petit something something something. And I know this is a brand of cookware. A lot of their stuff resells very well. So I'm pretty sure I paid $3 for this. I'm pretty sure I could get from 14 to 16 because of the black and white, because of the imagery on it. Very nice content, very vintage looking. So I know I'll be able to resell this very quick. Super cute imagery, coffee grinder on there, some waffles, y'all. Oh my, or not waffles. They look like waffles from the camera. They're actually mitts. Y'all, I found, okay, it'll be part of this haul. Anyway, look at this, so cute. So I picked that up, probably about 14 to 16. Now this is my kind of mug. It is a pewter mug. It is so cool. Or is it pewter? I don't think it's pewter. I think it's aluminum. I think this is an aluminum mug. Yeah, I think this is aluminum, but very pretty. Look at that. That to me has so much style. I love the texture. I love the color. I love the handle. I love how this is so simple and then that handle just has all that going on. So cool. This one was $2 and I can't decide if I'm gonna keep this one or put it into the shop. More likely I'm leaning towards put it into the shop. So yeah, I'll be having that in there. Probably around the same price, about 10 to 12 on this one because it's a very big size, has the wide base, so it's a no spill type mug. I don't know, probably about 12. Another freebie I got from Pennywise is this Hearth and Hand Joy mug. I do put Hearth and Hand Ray Dunn and stuff like that into the shop because it sells. There are definite collectors. There are people that love their collections and love the people making the collections. And then once they go out and you can't find them in stores anymore and a mug breaks or something like that, they're willing to replace them with something from eBay. So I know that this will sell no problem. It is the Joy mug from Hearth and Hand with Magnolia, and it is stoneware, dishwasher, microwave safe. Very pretty. I don't know why it was in there for free, maybe because of all the utensilware, but that comes out in just a nice wash and to give it a good polish. It'll look brand new whenever I'm done, especially taking the marker and everything out of there. It'll look brand new and then someone can replace it because I'm pretty sure a lot of moms out there get their dishes broken from speaking from experience, get their dishes broken by their kiddos and need a replacement. So that will be going into the shop as well. Pretty standard average price, just like the other ones. All right, next is the Gourmet Village. I've actually had several items from this brand and they resell again very well. This looks like a porcelain mug, but I think it's just regular ceramic. I can't really tell. Porcelain usually has this nice real white look to it. This does not have that. I think this is just a ceramic mug. It is dishwasher and microwave safe, which is nice because you don't want those black spoons coming off of there. Very vintage looking, super cute and simple. I debated on keeping this one here somewhere as decor, but I think I'm just gonna put it into the shop. It was $1. And since I've sold this brand before, I know it'll sell pretty easy. So I'll just put that in there. This I actually picked up and it reminded me of a neighbor friend of mine here in our town. And she loves vintage kind of country, but not like chickens and apples. Like, she likes vintage country with nature, like desert and cactus and things like that. So I saw this and this totally reminded me of her. It was $4 and it's this vintage pottery. And I want to say that's Federal. It's Federal, right? The F is Federal. USA pottery dish with this gorgeous ombre kind of blue turquoisey color. Very pretty. It's not damaged at all. It's not, I mean, it's barely has any it doesn't even have any crazing on it. Very, very nice speckled pottery dish. And I think I'm gonna probably message her and see if she's interested in that, because that is so pretty. Okay, so another two pieces that I'm having the greatest debate with myself on whether or not I want to sell them, because they're so pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. And I showed this to you on Instagram as well. Check this out. OM gosh. How freaking gorgeous is that hobnail milk glass butter dish? It is gorgeous. And the hobnails are almost all there. I think I saw one that was chipped. Here it is. There we go. We have one hobnail there that's got some damage. This one has a little chip on the tip, and this one has the slightest little chip as well. This one was $6, and I can't decide whether or not I want to keep it. So this might be one of those things that I just keep for a while and enjoy it and then let it go eventually. But it has the base, the lid, and it's just so nice. And for $6, I figured, why not? They had this little sugar dish. It's the hobnail as well. And I don't know. I don't know what to do with this one. I think this one's gonna go into the shop. Yeah, this one will go into the shop. I don't feel emotionally tied to this one like I do the butter dish, so I will let this one go into the shop. It was $3, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't resell for too much more than that, but it's fine. We'll just put it in there, get it nice and safe to somebody. Some personal items. I picked up these two mugs. They were $4 a piece. And I have committed to not buying plastic, to not buying that much plastic and bringing it into my home for my personal spaces, unless it is vintage Tupperware, because it's a really good quality product. It doesn't have to be remade. It's already in the world, and it's something that lasts forever, and I don't want to have to rebuy these types of things. So I do bring plastics that are good quality into the house, unless it's like Dollar Tree organization or something. But in that case, you just gotta, you gotta choose your battles. But I found these gorgeous coffee mugs. They did have some blue ones that I wanted, but at $3 or $4 a piece, I was kind of like, I think I'll just have to pick the ones that work the most in my house. And it was these very pretty brown and red mugs. They come with their lid, and there's two of them, so his and hers. So I picked those up. Super self-explanatory, very simple. Another personal item is this green glass goblet. So pretty. It is $1.99, or it was $1.99. I love this green color. I like the frosted green. My favorite is the olive green clear glass, but this is equally beautiful. And I'm pretty sure that's like a 20-ounce cup. So that's some nice wine. I think it's fantastic. And I'm pretty sure it's more of a serving dish than it is a drinking goblet, but it's a nice size if you ask me. $2, got that. Another item for myself, for my baking island here, it was 99 cents, and it is a half cup measuring cup with the eagle on there, made in the USA. Very cute and patriotic. And if you don't know, I am a huge patriot, and I love my country, my flag, all of that. So for me, this is a definite must. I love it. I think it's so cute, and it's not chipped, not cracked, nothing. And it was only $1, so I grabbed that. Next, this one is for the shop. Super cute little guy. Look at him. He's a little mouse, and he is a bank He's a mouse bank. How freaking cute is that? And he has this little cord tail. Adorable. He doesn't have his plug, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty standard size. And I am thinking about just ordering like a whole lot of them off of Amazon so I can always have backups, because I always come across really cute piggy banks and the plugs will either be there or not, or maybe sometimes they're super cruddy and they're worn, and I can offer a new plug along with the original plug for the item in the listing. So yeah, he's so cute. Check him out. And he was only $3. And I'm pretty sure that's probably about a $12 to $14 mouse. So precious. So I got him. And I have more stuff in the truck that I need the boys to get. Now that I thought about that blue and white, I have found some really cool Delft that I wanted to share as well. Next, I found 3 pieces of this plastic, like Homeco. Is it Homeco? Or interior, home interiors. Yeah, Homeco. So this one is Homeco. I'm pretty sure the 70s basket weave plastic shelving. There are 2 of the small shelves, no breaks or anything in them. And then there's 1 of these larger shelves. And I love small shelves like this because you can tuck them into random places and just put little stuff on them. I have 2 small shelves in my pantry, like on the higher, like narrow spot where it's usually just blank wall space and like nothing can really go there. But little shelves like this are perfect. And then you can put your little seasoning jars on there for seasons that you don't reach as often and you don't need that much of, so you can put small jars there. I absolutely love finding little places to tuck these little shelves in and put cool little pieces on that when someone sees, it's like, oh wow, I didn't even know that was there, but how cool. It's a cute little thing. And so I grabbed those. These were $3 a piece for the small one, and the big one was $4. So cute. And look at the little detail on the, what is that, support piece. Very pretty. Now these would kind of have to be at eye level or lower. So I would like tuck it in a spot like that one there. It's nice and low, so you don't see the plastic underneath or the black underneath. So yeah, very cool. I got those. Okay, so I let the boys know I got some stuff that I need them to go get from the truck. Next is this. I thought this was super cool. Totally vintage boho vibes. I put it together. It was just a little spout that needs to go in place. And it is a clear plastic water can / planter. So you can use it as a watering can for your fig leaf plants and all that stuff if you have a really cool vintage boho kind of layout, or you just like clean lines, maybe a minimalist, or you could be a total maximalist and just love, you know, the item itself and then add it to your whole potted plant jungle. It looks like this, and I got it for $1. It comes with its box, so you can use it as an actual planter because you can see into it, or you can just use it as the watering can that it was intended to be, and it looks like this. How cool is this? Gosh. I thought that was so neat, and if I was a boho lover, that would definitely be something that I would find a way to incorporate into my plant space. It is gorgeous. I thought that was so cool. So it stands like that, and it looks like a floating water can. It's just so nice. It is made in Hong Kong. So cool. I'm so excited about that. I don't know what it is. I just thought that was fantastic. So I picked that up for $1, and I know this one would go for about 12 to 14 as well. Another freebie item, I grabbed this because I actually have several of these already. They are the Handwriting Without Tears chalkboards. They are made in Portugal. I love these chalkboards because they are actual slate. They're slate chalkboards, and I have them in my craft room, in the fronts of my dish racks with my little journals and stuff lined up just to kind of cover the front. And I think they are so cute. And I've gotten them before for a few cents at a time, but I thought it was really neat to get another one that actually matches my little set, and I'll just put it in my craft room. Next was another vintage Tabasco item. I found a vintage Tabasco trivet. And I thought that was super cool. The hubby actually wanted to keep it, but then he's like, now go ahead. If you can sell it, then just sell it. It's another vintage Tabasco piece, not too old. It's 1996, but really cool. It's got 4 little hooks on there, and it says Tabasco Gulf Shrimp, pickled by McKinley Canning and MFG Co., Avery Island, LA. Looks like that. Very neat. And they originally sold at $11 a piece, but now it's vintage, so we'll see. And it's in great condition. The edges are still there. They're curling up a little bit here, but I could easily lay that down and put some E6000 just around, like rub it onto the edge to keep that nice and set so it doesn't curl up on them, but it won't be visible. So super cute. Pick that up for $4. Next, I found this set of silver-plated servingware spoons for $3, and it says silver plate made in Italy. Very pretty. I actually got silver-plated utensils from my godmother, and I have to say there's something cool about using silver-plated or silver dishes on a regular basis. Like, you open your drawer and they're just so pretty in there and they're unique. I have silver-plated utensils that I mix with my vintage utensils, and it looks beautiful. So I got both of those. So $1.50 a piece, pretty much. Very, very pretty serving utensils. And I actually do like to use serving utensils whenever we entertain to serve the food. It just looks very nice, and on a budget is even better because you don't have to worry about any damage or anything like that. Next, I got this one. This is a personal find. It is a Starbucks mug. It's this frosted black plastic with a kind of brown swirl. It reminds me of like the tortoise kind of pattern on the top. And I like this one because it is a twist cap, and you can twist it instead of like a flip. And it's nice. So I did pick that one up as a personal item. That's like all me all day, black. I love the color black. So there is that. That one was $5. I paid regular price for it. Next is another jar for my vintage pantry kind of style. Very apothecary style jar. It is an amber glass with this bulb on the top. It was $1.99. It's a great size, fully functional, and I love amber glass because my baking island, or my baking area, I converted a hutch into a baking cabinet where I have my measuring cups, my pie dishes, my different adding ingredients and stuff like that, some black dishes and all of that. And I have amber glass in there because the purpose of the cabinet was to allow the light in, since we have nothing but windows in the front of the house. So I took the backs off and I put our signature chicken wire backing on there, which is something that I do a lot with the cabinets, because the purpose of the cabinet is not to prevent dust. It is to allow light in and be able to store the things that I love and not cover the light and make the house dark. So I love to have amber glass in these cabinets because the back of the house doesn't get direct, harsh sunlight. It just gets like an overcast of light. And it's so beautiful when the light comes through that glass. So gorgeous. So I love finding nice, clear amber glass pieces to put in these cabinets to store things because the light shines through them so nice. And this is gonna be one of those items. And it was $1.99, and I'm pretty sure I could find anything to put in there. Next, I found a percolator that it's dirty because we've been using it all week. It's very similar to this one. This one is mine. This one was my original one. But the one that we found recently, I got it for $5 with all the stuff inside. And it has a wood handle instead of this, I don't know, like melamine or something plastic. This one is vintage as well. It looks identical to this one, except it has the wood handle. $5 with all the insides, and it came with an extra little glass dome. That in itself was worth the $5. So I was super happy with that. And I've been using it every single day this week. And I've shared it with you guys on Instagram, pairing it with our vintage coffee mugs to kind of get you, your vintage early vibes for the day. Cute little quick find is this gingerbread vintage ribbon for $1. I think this one, let's see if we can find a date on it. 1995. That is total 90s, isn't it? Like everything just changed so crazy to like vintage 90s country style and stuff like that. Very different. Very, very different, but cute. So I picked that up. All right, some cute utensil goodies. My mom actually found these for me. We were together at Pennywise, and she found 2 sets of the tiny measuring spoons, and I believe they were 50 cents a piece or a quarter a piece. Yeah, 50 cents. You can see the price back there. And it says a smidgen, pinch, and dash. Very cute. Very, very cute. And they actually have that terminology in old recipe books. So I thought that was cool. And I have all kinds of vintage measuring spoons and cups and stuff like that on the chicken wire hanging in my baking area. So these are just going to make a great addition to that. Next, I found this really cool spreader. It is Eskilstuna. And it has a bunch of like stamping. It says JRC. I can't see what that says. It looks like it's MS something. There's a lot of stamping in there, but it's a really cool spreader. And if anything, it might be silver plate, but very nice. And I grabbed that because we could use it for cream cheese, or when we lay out spreads and then we have like the cream cheese with like the berry sauce on top, or the cream cheese with the salsa, you have a nice big spreading surface to put with your serving tools. This I picked up for total nostalgia. My mom actually used to have these for us. This is made in Mexico stainless. The first year's baby spoon with the rubber tip. I don't know if you remember those, but I remember my mom having them and she would use them to feed the babies baby food. And so I just had to pick one up, and I don't even know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to use it for something because it's cute. Next, I picked up this, what I think to be a kangaroo letter opener. I cannot tell, but it's a brass letter opener, and I think it's a kangaroo. I'm thinking, but it was $1, and I thought that was beautiful. I also did a brass little video clip on my Instagram because I was playing with my fireplace, and I've been bringing out all my brass and loving it. So this was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it. I got to get it. So cool. Next is this. This is made in Alaska, and I think it's an ulu. It's used for all kinds of purposes in your cooking needs or your survival needs. And it looks like this. It's brand new, never been used, has no stains or anything like that. It has a nice wood handle. You're supposed to be able to use it for chopping, for slicing, cutting, all that stuff. And I think it is gorgeous. And it was only $1. It's a fully functional kitchen tool, so why not? So I picked that up for $1. The hubby already has one, so I knew he would enjoy this one. His is a lot bigger though. I think I'm gonna keep this one. His is a lot bigger though because his hand is so big. So for him, it's easier to grab. This one, he could fit like one finger in there. So I might be just keeping this one for the kitchen. Another cool find is this flower frog. It is a vintage glass flower frog. And I know a lot of people like to find these and resell them because there are marble collectors out there who like to use these to display their very expensive marbles. They have like $1,000 marbles out there in the world that you can find. I am not a marble collector or finder because it just feels like they all look the same to me, or they all look really cool to me. So I never know what would be what. Like I could swear up and down I had $1 million marble, but would I ever know? No, I don't know. So I don't try to venture out and find marbles, but I know people like to use these to display their marble collections. It's just a flower frog. It is glass. It is old. And you basically put these in your vases and it sits there in the hole of the vase. And then you could put your flowers in there to distribute your flower bunch evenly, and it makes it very pretty and uniform. So yeah, there's that, a nice glass flower frog. I have actually been on the hunt for these for a very long time, and I was super excited to find one, and I almost passed it up because they're easy to miss, very easy to miss. So I was happy to get this one for $3. Next, I found some Dansk kitchenware. It's a Dansk bistro with the something berries. I can't think of it right now. And then this one, very pretty. There were 3 cups, but one was chipped on the edge and I didn't want to deal with that. So I just picked these 2 up because they were in perfect condition. Just need some nice cleaning in there, some polishing to get them back to looking brand new. This one was $1 a piece. This one said 2, but she was like, they're the same. So she gave them both to me for $1 a piece. So $1 a piece, and Dansk resells so well. I have several Dansk pieces in my shop, but because it's so easy to sell them when I find them, I put them in there and they just go. So they constantly rotate out. It's awesome. And then I found this one and I'm kind of torn. I kind of want to keep it. I have another vintage tomato soup mug. I think I put it into the shop. So I'm kind of like, I think I want to keep this one. It says USA on the bottom. I did pay full price. It was $5. And this one might be a personal item. The reason I like it so much is because it's not white. It's like a very off-white kind of color, very pretty. And so I might be keeping this one in my vintage baking area because it's adorable. Next, these are pretty cool. They are vintage Jack in the Box bicentennial theme Liberty Bell blue glass mugs. It says Jack in the Box on that side and it says Liberty mug. And then on the bottom it says take life a little easier. And they are $1 a piece, and I do believe I can resell them for 2 for about $16. So that is not bad at all. They are not chipped, cracked, damaged, or anything. They just need a nice cleaning, and someone will love those. So I picked up those 2. Next, I absolutely love entertaining with terracotta pots. They hold so much. They keep the food either cold or they keep the food hot. You can keep them on burners. You can keep them anywhere pretty much. And they are great for food serving. So when we are doing stuff outside, it's awesome because they all come with a lid. So you can keep the flies and stuff off and you can keep it warm in between serving and all that good stuff. So I found a huge terracotta pot. I love these. I have several. I think I have about maybe almost 10, maybe this will make 10, but it's a nice big one, which is perfect because when you entertain and you do smoked brisket or ribs and stuff like that, you're gonna have a lot and you need more room to serve them. So this one was $6 with the top and the bottom, and I love it. So I am so excited to add this into my collection of terracotta pots. I love the design on the top. And you can just give it a nice cleaning, a quick sanding if you wanted to get some of the scuffs and stuff off. I don't care, to be honest with you. I just go through, I give it a good cleaning, and then I call it a day because it's gonna be on burners, it's gonna be in your grill, it's gonna be in all those things at some point that it's just gonna get some character to it. So I got this one. It is huge for $6. Okay, so these things are super cool and so heavy. We were kind of trying to figure out whether they were purple or red because when you hold them up, they look kind of purple, but then you get a good angle on it and they look red. They were $7 and I grabbed them anyway because I knew they would be worth it. They are these solid glass duck bookends and they are huge and so heavy because they are just solid. Look at them. And they look black, like straight black. And then when you hold them up to the light like this, you could see that they're red glass. So cool. So cool. They are vintage. And I think that'd be perfect for someone who wants something that looks modern and it looks black, but maybe put it in a window and then the light will hit it a certain way and it becomes like a conversation piece. So very, very, very nice bookends, heavy glass. Next, I found a 6-piece set of the electric welcome candle lamps. I don't know what that means, welcome candle lamps. I guess you put them maybe in an entryway or something like that, who knows. But I thought these would be great for the holiday season because it is a set of 6 and I think I have like 6 more or something like that from a different haul. And we have 200 windows at the front of the house pretty much. Not really, it's an over exaggeration, but we have a lot of windows. The entire house in the front is floor to ceiling windows. But during the holiday season, y'all know I'm all about the Hallmark twinklies. My whole house gets decked out in lights. I love everywhere you look to look like a Hallmark movie. Anyway, I thought these would be great to put one in every window on the front of the house for the holiday season. That would be so beautiful. Just put some LED bulbs in there. OM gosh, so cool. So I picked up 6 and I think I have about 6 to 8 more. I love them and I cannot wait to figure out how to do that, to put them out for Christmas. Look at that, so pretty. This set was a set of 6 and I paid $8. So I was telling you guys about the Delft blue that I found. Check out this huge Delft blue, what do you call that? Pitcher? Like, what is it for? Is it for liquor? Decanter, you think? Anyway, it says it on the bottom that it is a Delft blue, hand painted in Holland. Here you go. Made in Holland, handwork in '79. And it is a large decanter, pitcher, canister type thing. Beautiful. I cannot wait to clean this baby up, get this residue of some kind of mark or price tag or something off, and you never know what's in these things. Doesn't smell like liquor. So yeah, look at that. OMG. How beautiful. The blue windmill. Ugh, so nice. Anything in my shop that I've put in that is the Delft blue does very well as long as it's priced fair market rate, which that's how if you're one of those that expects to pay what resellers pay when they hunt for different things and you get upset because you see the fair market price in their shops, that's kind of a personal problem because the resellers have to do a lot to find the items that they sell and then to sell them in fantastic condition like I do. I do a lot of cleaning, a lot of prep, a lot of everything to get them back to what they once were when they were new, and then I sell them. So I don't feel bad about charging fair market price. I've had plenty of people leave the video and then go to the shop and then come back to the video and they're angry because I charge fair market price, which doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you think this works as a business? You gotta pay taxes, you have to file your taxes, you have to buy product to maintain a system and an inventory system and make sure it's productive and be able to ship properly. And like, what did you think this was? Anyway, can't wait to put that in the shop because that's gonna do very well. Next, I found this huge serving tray. It is Wilton. It's Wilton. I don't ever know how to pronounce that. Arm metal or arm metal. I don't know. But it was $3.99 and it is a heavy tray. Heavy. And whenever I'm doing pastas and raviolis and stuff like that, I like to have large trays to move stuff around on or to serve on. So this is gorgeous and I couldn't leave it because it's so big and you can use it for hot, for cold, for serving, for traveling stuff one place to the other. Like, you can use it for anything and it was only $4. Try to go to the store now and get a tray this big, this heavy, this quality for $4. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so a few items that I found on half price Thursday. Everything that I'm about to show you was 50% off of its price because I was able to fit it into this purple bag, including the frames. Y'all, I don't play when it comes to my purple bag. So the first item is this vintage green glass ashtray, which is beautiful. Ashtrays have since gone out of production unless it's like some rinky-dink plastic little funky ashtray or people that make them and make them into, gorgeous pottery pieces. But this is beautiful. And you can repurpose these as trinket trays. You can use them as key dishes, coin dishes, put them in entryways for whatever you want. You can put some dinner mints on there if you're entertaining. Whatever you want to do, you can put it on a footed little pedestal thing and elevate it, whatever, guys. It's so pretty. So this one was $1. That means I got it for 50 cents because I got it into the bag. Next is this one. This is the Franciscan Discovery made in the USA pottery dish. It is oven safe, color fast, and it was $2, so I got it for $1 because this vintage Franciscan green glass does very well. And it's just a single dish with this brown trim. Gorgeous piece, no chips, cracks, crazing, or anything like that. And these are perfect replacement pieces So I did pick that up. Again, you could use it as an individual dish. You could turn it into a little serving bowl. You can serve olives or something in there. It's just really pretty. So I don't skip things like this, especially if you're gonna pay $1 for it. It's vintage pottery and it's very well made. You'll be able to resell it regardless. Next, I picked up this one. This is the Takahashi San Francisco candle holder. This is a beautiful, it's a blue design with these beautiful birds on it. They have a candle holder in it. It's porcelain, it's vintage, and Takahashi does very well. I've had several of their mugs. I have some bathroom items in my shop. I've sold several of their mugs. So I thought this was a great piece, and it was priced at $2. So I got it for $1. It does have an unburned candle in there. I don't know, like it doesn't really have a scent. So I might just take the candle out, clean it up, and sell it as a cup, because that in itself is beautiful. And for $1, I'm pretty sure I could get 8 to 10 for that one. Okay, so this one is probably gonna be a total display piece because these take a lot of energy and they're a little unsafe, but it is a gorgeous item that I could not leave behind. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know I have been consumed by the Downton Abbey series. It gives you so much of your vintage butler pantry, old kitchen, copper loving vibes. Like, I love that show. I love to see all the brass and the art and the chairs and the furniture and see how the pieces are used and watch the butlers and the footmen and the people all do their jobs. And then you can see how they utilize, like how they serve the dinners and what the pieces are for. And oh my goodness, it just gives me all the feels watching it. I get so pulled into the world and I just want to look at everything in the background. It's a definite plus that the storyline is really good. So it just makes it all awesome. Just, oh man, it fills my spirit watching that show. So whenever I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this is total like Downton Abbey vibes. So this, it's gonna need a little, it has a little bent front here, which we'll just hammer out. But check this out, guys. It is an old school waffle iron. Oh my gosh. If you thought I wasn't gonna get this into the bag, oh, we got this in the bag. It was $10 and it doesn't have its power cord, but that's okay. I debated on whether or not to actually get one as a replacement and use it. But from the research that I've done, there's something about the grounding that's very unsafe and all this other stuff. So I was just like, if anything, it'll make a beautiful decor piece, because how not? So that means I paid $5 for it. It does have this bent front here, but I got a nice strong husband who can tap that back in place for me and not have to worry about that. But look at this. It's a freaking waffle iron. OMG, guys. And then of course it has the tray under there to catch all the drippings. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that front hardware. Oh, so nice. So nice. Guys, it's beautiful. Look at that. I love it. And it's wood handles here. How not? Now they say they get very hot very fast. They work very well. But again, that grounding thing, I don't know how it works and I'm kind of scared to risk it. And it does take a lot of juice to heat it up. So you might have to kind of give it a few test runs. But if in the case I do decide to do it, I'm pretty sure the hubby will be willing to experiment and figure it out and test it and stuff like that, just to make sure that it's safe. And then I would actually incorporate it into an everyday use item, because it is absolutely stunning for $5. Look at that top. Oh my gosh. And all it needs is just a little cleaning, a little polishing. It has like sticker price tag residue everywhere. It's got some black paint on it. Like, you clean this baby up. Oh my goodness. Yes, all the feels. So for $5, got that. Okay, so we're on to the last 3 items. The next 2 are mirrors. They are just gold mirrors that look like this. You can see the stack of stuff that I've been showing you guys. But they're gold mirrors that just look like this. Very, very pretty trim. And I actually got them so that I can make them into chalkboards. I have a chalkboard at the stairway going downstairs to the laundry room, and I use it every day. We use it all the time, but it's a cheap one. It was from, I think, the 99-cent only store for like $2 or $3 or something. And it's just a little white frame. And I have been totally embracing my vintage love. I have found myself more and more regretting any little decor piece that I buy that's modern, because even though it's really cute, there's just something different about it. And I absolutely love vintage pieces. And I've been trying to mix them a little bit, but they just don't share the same character. So a lot of those items are actually being either donated or regifted to family and friends or something like that. And I'm just sticking to what I know I absolutely love. So I'm going to be changing out that chalkboard, which I use all the time, for one of these. I needed something big enough to actually be able to get function out of and have enough writing room. But I also needed something small enough to fit on that kitchen wall, because it's a wood frame. It's like a wood beam kind of, and it has a chalkboard on there, and then you go down the stairs so you can always read it. And this was perfect. And this might actually give me more writing space because it's really long compared to the chalkboard that I have on there. So instead of having more writing room left to write, I'll have it top to bottom. But since it's still wide, it still gives me a good amount and makes it actually useful. So these were $7 a piece. I sure did get them into that bag, so they were only $3.50 a piece. And the very last item of this haul, guys, is this old frame. I can't figure out what this is, and you're gonna have to share with me some information if maybe you know. It's very confusing to me, so I'll explain. It is a painting, right? It's a painting, and it has hinges on it, and it opens, okay? But my problem is, why is the chain so small? Because you can't open it. You know, like, why is there a chain? Maybe to stop it from opening all the way? I don't know. But wouldn't it be better to have a latch? And then on the inside, it looks like there's a chalkboard in there. How perfect would that be? But there's a chain on both ends that does not come unlinked. So I don't understand. And even if you put it like this, what good does that do you? Because it's a frame, it's not a desktop. So I don't know. I'm thinking take off the top and bottom chain, put it here in the center, and then make a little latch so that you can open it and have a full chalkboard behind the painting. Now the chalkboard paint looks super old. So it's not like chalkboard paint like from Walmart. So I don't know, maybe someone had a good idea. I don't know, because you can't store anything in there. It's flat. So it's not like you could use it as like a box or something to hide stuff. I don't know, but I thought the image was gorgeous. And I love the fact that it's functional. So I will be just modifying a little bit and using it. Okay, oh, and that one was $8, so I got it for $4 because it was in the purple bag. Okay, guys, if you made it this far, you are a total trooper. And thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I figured since I haven't done a thrift haul in some time and I haven't been able to chat with those of you who loved all of the thrifty things, then why not make a thing out of it and just enjoy ourselves while we are here and able to look at all the fun stuff. I can't wait to incorporate my personal pieces into my space and get the other stuff ready for the inventory in the eBay store. I have been so busy in life moving my mom in and flipping our house around that I've barely started to be able to incorporate my vintage pieces that I absolutely love into my home. I haven't redecorated. I took down Christmas decor and never put up my year-round decor because life has just been kind of nonstop, but in the best possible ways. So I have recently started bringing out my decor pieces and actually putting them into place and like really loving them and enjoying them and stuff like that. So my house is kind of like in a space where it's not done and it has like a lot going on, but it's working itself out, if that makes sense. It makes me very happy to see. And at the same time, I have stuff that I need to get listed, actually like active into the eBay store. So there's always new stuff that can come out whenever I have time to sit there and like focus on it. But there's plenty of inventory already in there that I really don't feel pressured to be able to do all that right now whenever I have so much going on. So that being said, if you enjoyed, go ahead and give this long ass haul a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know what some of your favorite finds were. If you've been out thrifting lately, what are your favorite things that you've come across? How have you worked them into your home? And what makes things so attractive when it comes to vintage? I love them. If you know anybody that likes videos like this, go ahead and share this video and help our community grow. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell down there somewhere and you'll be notified of new videos whenever I do post. I do so many different things. It's unreal. My video list is pretty much me in a nutshell, like all over the place doing 10 million things, and I want to be a master at all of them. If you want to know what we're doing day to day, you can follow me on Instagram, #BatesHouse, pretty much anything, and you will see us there. But for now, guys, that is it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.